はい、皆様聞こえておりますでしょうか。続いてのゲームは、プリンス・オブ・ペルシャ忘却の砂となっております。こちら、ただいまから司会進行、私、かまぼこがお送りいたします。よろしくお願いします。はい、では、こちら、プリンス・オブ・ペルシャ忘却の砂、解説の方がいらっしゃいます。解説のクレインさんです。お願いします。
ます。お願いします。
お願いします。
一応、今さっき5分前ぐらいに解説に入ったんですけど、これは解説できないです。で、なぜ解説に入ったかというと、このシリーズ大好きだからです。でですね、僕は今、チームにですね、え5部作 5, 作分、プレ2からの5作分が登録されてるんですけど、これが一番最後の作品というわけで、そうですね。プレ2版はスタンドオブタイムってやつで、それで、まあ、解説できることはほとんどないんで、あ、で、まあ、僕の解説はあれですね。この前の GDQ のデビルメイクライと、ポータル2か、以来なんですけど、解説できる、まあちょっと解説する前に動画を一通り見たんですが、え作品の話は、僕、シナリオは無視してゲーム進んでいくんで、なしとして、シナリオは、えっと、映画があるんで、映画を見てください。ディズニーピクチャーズなんで。で、ゲームはですね、制作者が意図された通りに進んでいけば、ゲームがクリアできるんで、ほんま何したって話なんですけど、一応あれ、ストーリー沿ってるんですよ。一応なんか、サンドオブタイムと、三部作と言われる、1、2の間の、3と2の間らしいんですけど、それは映画なので、ちゃんと、見てわかるように、初めて見てでもわかるようになってるんで、まあ、あれはあれで面白かったなっていうね。ディズニーピクチャーズなので。で、なんでプリンス・オブ・ペルシャが好きなのかというと、なんか体験版を配ってたんですよ。その時、まあ、デビルメイクライが好きだったんで、ちょっと似てるなと。デビルメイ、サウンドオブタイムが2003年なんで、デビルメイクライが2001年かな。でですね、主人公が、まあ、説明性のアクション、説明するか。えー、そう、グラボ買ったらついてきたりしてたんですけど、待ってね。なんかで体験版でやったんですよ。で、面白かったんで、プレ2版を買ってみたんですけど、でですね、なんか、あの、これの別の作品なんですけど、単体のプリンスオブペルシャ 3D っていうのがあって、リメイクのやつで、 番外編みたいな扱いのプリンス・オブ・ペルシャっていうやつがあって、それはなんか小島監督が死なないゲームってどうなんっていう感じで、絶賛してました。小島ラジオっていうやつ。なんで死なないかっていうと、主人公は時を戻せるので、落ちても戻ってこれるんですよ。15秒ぐらいかな。そうなんですよ。僕も2008年のやつが好きで買ったんですけど、まあ、その時ゾーンオブエンダーズが面白かったんで、ゾーンオブエンダーズをやってたんですけどね。ゾーンオブエンダーズと、なんだっけ。2008年だから、いや、まあ、今さっき、当社の動画を見た限りでは、ポータルみたいなに、わからないグリッチばかりじゃないんで、まあ一応、その、制作者の道に沿って進んでいくんですけど、たまに壁抜けします。あとは、全然飛ぶんですけど、あの、その、サンドオブタイムの時に、ガラケーでアプリが売ってたんで、アプリが500円ぐらいだったんで、それもやりました。ガラケーのゲームはもうできないんですよね。ファミコン、スーファミのフリペルより簡単だったと思います。サンドオブタイムにおまけで、スーファミ版かファミコン版のフリペルができるんですけど、それが難しかったので、ガラケーのやつの方が簡単でしたね。そうなんですか？スイッチでガラケーのゲームできるんですか？探してみます。確か、やった感想ではなんか、RTA に向いてる感じの、そうそうそう、壁走りして、ゴールに行くっていう感じで、2D のマリオより簡単な感じでしたね。G モードかどうかは忘れました。あ、来ましたね。
Hello, welcome back to ESA Summer 22. This event, we're raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream.
スイッチの移植が G モードかな？違うのかな？
There it is, ViewSonic Elite, for providing us with amazing monitors that all of our runners are using this.
なんか番宣してますね。
And of course, the thing you're watching this on, probably Twitch. But now it's time for Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands, any percent standard by epicdudeguy. Take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. Everyone here. Everyone at home. I'm epicdudeguy, also named Robbie by my parents. With me, I have someone.
Yes, I'm kind
注意しますけど、最初からジャンプしまくるんで、ジャンプに追随してカメラが動くんで、酔う方は注意してください。
Let's jump straight in. go on easy, and when I skip the cutscene, I will start the button. 3, 2, 1, go.
始まりました。
This is Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. If you've forgotten already, this game came out in 2010. It was released along with the movie. If you've chosen to remember that one, thought it was pretty cool.
これは処理してますね。
A lot of people didn't like it as much. And this game plays out, like canon-wise, between Sands of Time and Warrior Within, the first two games of the 3D trilogy. And yeah, we're just gonna be climbing on over here. You get the usual.
ここは普通に進んでいくんですけ
You
ど、
would expect from a Prince of Persia game, so a lot of climbing, wall running, a bit of combat here and there, and we try to go fast.
画面、酔うと思ったら、主人公じゃなくて、床を見てください。
Yeah, they did try to appeal, the nostalgia of the Prince of Persia players.
ジャンプしながら、普通にプレイする感じで進んでいくんですけど、
Sands of Time took place.
Release chronologically wise,
で
this is the newest.
ここは本当壁走りもできますね。
2008 attempted reboot.
で、ここも壁走りで、
They kind of scrapped and went back to more.
あ、そうです。考古学者っていうのは、これなんか、このシリーズ
They
が、
tried something
トゥームレイダー影響を受けたらしいんですけど、
wasn't received very
これは場所が考古なので、もともと場所が考古なので、
Interesting about this is also that there's
そうで、
for the PSP, the Nintendo DS, and
いけますね、これは。
Wii, there's different versions of this game.
で、ここの、
All of the Forgotten Sands
旗は、そう、下っていくと思って
super fun.
もらえればいいです。
So they made 4 different
壁走りで
tie-in
進んでいっ
with the movie.
て、旗は下る場所と思ってもらえば。
We have speedruns for all of them now. Kind of cool. I would say this is the best one. After that, maybe the Wii.
で、
version.
その
Funny.
黄色いスイッチが、ちゃんと横に、時間効果が、
It's just sat there that it reminds him of.
制限時間がありますよっていうふうに表示されてるんで、その間に、
I was gonna jump there and then I was gonna say you'll see me jumping a lot, but he didn't jump.
で
Jumping is
早めに
pretty
通っ
fast.
て、通りましたね。
You can chain the jumps, you'll be moving the fastest you can. But jumping is also pretty dangerous sometimes because in this game there's a lot of auto targeting. And if you
まだかな。
have to jump onto a wall, that's not good. I'd like to go here, yes. Yeah, he'll do this animation where he's like trying to climb it pretty slow.
お
Little mishap there. Story-wise, we're being attacked, and we're right now looking for our brother Malik. In the cutscene that I skipped really quickly, we were able to see him. The prince was shouting for him, but Malik didn't see the prince.
Looks like I can grab on here.
Yeah, we're not gonna watch too many cutscenes. They are skippable.
Yeah, there's only a couple that you cannot skip, which is. Well, it's not nice that you can't skip them,
Yeah.
but it's nice that you can.
時は止めますよ。まだ、特殊能力は取ってないんで。
And here there's a very bad graphical.
時は止まります。
Too fast, so I'll delay a bit to avoid that. You get like the inverse vertices, as I like to call them. Like everything is messed up, and even if you like quit the
今はあれです。柱を歩いていくより、多分、壁ジャンプした方が早かったんで。
small shortcut here by jumping.
はい。
Controllers
ゆっくり降りれるんですけど、ジャンプした方が早いっていう。
haven't been able to showcase it, but if you change
RTA はしたことないんですけど、普通に解いたことは3回ぐらいですね、これは。
the prince will get enough height to grab it immediately, and you won't be able, or you won't have to wall run to it. And here there's another
とりあえず 3D のやつは、プレ2以降は全部持ってるんで、
wall run you did, and then use it on the
どれ
cobblestone
も2周ぐらいしかクリアしたことないんですけど、
and then holding down. That's I was able to wall run right even though there was still things in my way.
まだ時を止める能力はないです。
I'm also gonna be canceling some animations. Not the right direction.
壁走りしようとしてミスりましたね。
Falls from a
は
high
い。
height, then he will get a stagger animation, but I can cancel it with kick or roll, and
ミスりやすいんですよね。なんかたまに壁走りと
you can cancel
上に走るのと
easily by
ミスるんですよ。
makes for a really smooth experience.
Here you can see you don't lose control
今
during
仕
these
掛けを解いてますね。
transitions. So the prince already can be moved up ahead.
腕は伸びないです。
Gonna
歴史が昔なので。
shortcut. This.
おっと、死んじゃった？
Unfortunately,
あ、今新スキップ
cannot
じゃないか。
survive that fall, so I'm trying to land on the ledge
あ、新スキップで多分スキップしたのかな。
too far to the right. There we go. That saves a lot of platforming. I think. I haven't done it normally in forever. Prince also likes to really auto-target the enemies, but it's kind of dangerous to jump around them, so I'll be rolling instead.
ジャンプしてます。あ、一番最後の作品ですね、これは。
Curve the Prince.
次がアサシンズクリードなんですけど、アサシンズクリードもやってみたんですけど、なんか慣れなくてやらなかったです。
Will be a good showcase of the auto-targeting. Pretty far from the pillar, but he still reaches it. And here even more so, because there's a pillar behind this wall.
なんだろう、アタクリお使いっぽくないですか？ごめんなさい。
There we go. You can just jump through the wall because some pillars have like insanely strong auto-targeting. This one is sadly the only one that's useful because you also skip triggers with it usually. This is why I have to do this now.
今これ、
Set of items.
壁ジャンプで上に行こうとしますね。
There we go.
ここは普通に
Creative.
行ける
Creative to get yourself up here. Normally
んですけど、
like a fight or something and then
3D のプリペルはちょっとできなかったんですけど、3D のサンドオブタイムから
there's also
面白いと思って
checkpoint abuse.
やりましたね。
Be the first case of
チェックポイント入ったんでスキップしますね。
touched the camera by accident.
I understood why Malik
You
had
just
come here.
if you die into a checkpoint, you'll still just get the checkpoint and you can
His
load it.
only other option was retreat and defeat.
And the prince right there was talking about Malik.
朝栗の触れ込みがなんか、
resorting
なんだっけ、パルクールを駆使したアクションでなってるんですけど、パルクール要素少なくないですかあれ。
English or not.
プリペルやってた人からすると。
He's gonna be activating an undead army, which is not a good idea. But we're gonna try to stop him. Let's see if we make that. That would be a really short run, I think.
確か
This room by doing
動画を見た限りは、本当は敵を倒すんですけど、僕は倒すんですけど、本当は倒すんですけど、スキップするんですよ、敵を。
too high, the prince would drop down. I think the devs
しかもこれやったの10年前なんで、プレイラストプレイ見たら10年前ってなったんで、もうほとんど忘れてますね、
height you'll be able to make it.
僕は。
That's good.
You okay for a quick donation?
Yeah, go ahead.
僕はね、朝栗の映画を見たんですけどね、カメラワークがパカパカすぎて、ちょっと
That's it, just Steve.
なんですよ
Who says,
カメラワークがこう、切り替わりが多くて、ちょっと、これ見にくいわって思ったんで、ごめんなさい。
referring to the incentive they donate.
個人の意見です。
Brilliant isolation all missions run They have an incentive to do the first mission blindfolded. I'm donation reading for that run tomorrow morning, so I'll ask them when will they do the whole game blindfolded. But yeah, thank you for the donation.
ごめんなさい。
Meet that incentive now. We are now at
朝栗の映画いいなって思って行ったんですけど、カメラワークが、なんてスイッチングが多くてね、気持ち悪くなったんですよね。でここから時間を戻すスキルを持ったんで、時間が戻せるようになります。で、時間を戻すとですね、確かね、時間を戻すと、1回しかジャンプできないのに、もう1回ジャンプできるようになるんですよ。
Yes. So you can also see the UI have some additional.
そうそうそう。こう、壁1回にジャンプして、で、壁に当たると、ジャンプ判定がなんかなくなるかなんかで、もう1回この壁でジャンプできるようになるんです。
Probably somewhat important for speedrunning. The most important or great game-breaking glitch is not present anymore. That would be zipping, that you were able to do with rewinding time, where you would basically overload the rewind memory and enhance your movements by thousands of units. But yeah, that's not possible anymore, but we still have some cool tricks.
Yeah, right there was the first trick. Normally when you
仕掛けを解いていきますね。
wall run, you will get like a shorter wall run. But if you rewind to the start of the wall run, you'll be able to get a maximum wall run. So that's how I was able to get up there. Needed to activate the lever, but I also needed.
スキップしてましたね。
So that's why I go back down. I could have done it in the other. I could have done the other way around. It's a bit faster, but it's a lot easier. Otherwise, I would have to do the trick with enemies around, and Prince likes to jump on enemies instead of doing skips. And what's also different about this game is that you have an entire skill tree, and it's actually quite useful. So we want to get most of the skills. So
ここはなんか、このゲージ回復のために倒してるっぽいです。わかんないです。RTA してないんでわかんないです。
I also want to keep
Hi.
at least one alive. This trick requires enemies to be alive for some reason. You abuse the torch there to gain the advantage on the wall and skip some platforming. Here we're gonna use the trick again. It's called what is it called actually? Call it rewind trick or like wall boost or something. Hey,
はいはい。
I didn't. So that's a lot of short.
壁走りして、
That's what I love.
ジャンプしてですね。あれ普通にいけるんじゃないかな。
Normally you would have to turn the lever and then activate one of these things and turn the lever again. But we set it up in just a way so we don't have to do that. We can just go to one lever or
で、仕掛けを解いていきますね。
without going back down again. Saving a bit of time there.
私より詳しい人いるんじゃないですか。
Probably reset checkpoint here.
そうです。リワインドすると、その、巻き戻しすると、だから二段ジャンプみたいになりますね。その、壁についたところからジャンプできるようになります。本当は、一つの壁だと、ジャンプが1回なんですけど、壁蹴りしまくるとジャンプできるんですけど、
It's really easy to manage energy in this game. In the other games, it was sometimes, like, especially in the zipping category, where you use a lot of sand. It can be difficult, or it can be a challenge to, manage all the resources.
ここでゲージ回復してますね。
Sarcophagus, which gives us all the good stuff. Oh, not the right way.
It
Gives us 50 XP we need for the skills, and it also gives us energy. I want to be
僕は主にここ、一番最初の
a skill to clip.
橋は壁蹴りした方がいいんじゃないか。壁走りした方が早いんじゃない。あ、今これ、スロット解放してますね。アビリティ解放してますね。
It's because
一番最初のやつは、
out of the game
プレイしてないからあれなんですけど、
XP points for free.
一番最初のは壁走りした方が早かったんじゃないかな。
So I just have to not use it. I cannot get rid of them ever, so there's
リワインド戻りは成功法かどうかはちょっと忘れました。
there we go.
Easy enough.
壁は抜けてないと思います。
So yeah, we
でももうちょっとしたら壁抜けるんですよ。アビリティがなんか、アビリティのあれで、
and the whirlwind gives you
なんか今ちょっとね、怪しいことを、そうそう、そう、
and if I chain them correctly and then
壁走り。
slightly in between,
すいません。ちょっと画面をちゃんと見てなくて。
go through walls
今のは大丈夫です。普通に壁走り
yes.
行ったんですけど。
But it is a bit tricky because
このリワインドは多分成功法ではないです。
so you cannot just hold forward
なんか経由する方法があったと思います。
or holding a direction. So you have to either time it really well or just
ごめんなさい。プレイしたのが10年前なんで。
a very short amount of time. So I'm using a controller
扉は
forward bound to a different separate button so I can tap it.
We had to chase him through the entire palace for more
And
light.
yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to.
He even shot an arrow at me.
The timing is really
Well,
precise,
in either case, it's a total breach of protocol.
but it's very useful throughout the run, as you can imagine.
Situations, I end up ordered out by women.
Yeah, and each use of whirlwind, so this attack we use to clip, consumes one energy or one of the energy bubbles. So you're kind of, yeah, a bit restricted. Can't just spam it. You have to really make it work. Fortunately, for most of these applications, there's a
多分
checkpoint
見ます。
somewhere close.
新スキップですね。
If it doesn't work
で、
a few times, just checkpoint reload and try again. In some cases, it takes.
謎を解いていきますね。
That's
お、ミスった。
I gotta. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to.
おっとおっと
I was getting extra energy, but if I waste them all, then it's kind of pointless.
このゲーム、マリオより簡単なんで、時が戻せるので、
Controller than what I'm used to because mine didn't.
2D のマリオより簡単です。
Makes it a little weird at some places. But that's okay. We'll manage. Shoutouts to Sphere for having it back.
本当です。
Reset checkpoint here.
だって僕、2D のマリオ解けないけど、これはできたんだもん。
Free sand or energy from the next spot. And I'm gonna clip through this door so I can skip opening it.
あ、今壁抜けましたね。はい。確か今、ヒルで壁を抜けたんですけど。今壁を抜けました。
Oh yeah, that's a shortcut by the way. So you just jump into the curtain and then jump from it. And then you kind of go backwards of what you're supposed to do. You can skip going around this room. And soon there will be another glitch, which is kind of difficult to grasp, especially the first showcase of it is not a great example, but I call it the wall storage. I can store an animation into the rewind basically. So the rewind really wants me to have that animation, but it can only have it
The army is getting
on
more
a solid wall. So I activated the glitch there, and there's a solid wall right next to me here. And when I jump off it, the prince will be facing that wall for a bit. And when I rewind, the prince will be latched onto that wall because of the glitch. And we can also use that to drop from really high heights. Here it's just an XP farming. I kind of wanted to kick him off, but did not want to comply. These guys give 5 XP, I think. Yeah. But a pretty good kill here. Usually you would kill them a bit quicker than I did. It's okay. energy.
おー
That's not good. Want to do a very short
あ
wall.
落ちた
There's
落ちたあ新スキップした違う新スキップしてないです落ちた
He's wall.
何をしてようとするんだっけここは普通にクリアするはずなんですけど違う何をしてようとしてる
And now
抜けるのか
Oh.
下の階段に落ちようとしてますね
What?
下にゴールがあるんで下のゴールに行こうとしてます
Should be like easy. Why is he walling for so long? Just tapping it.
動画一回見たけど覚えれないっすそう時を戻せば何回でも落ちれるから平気っていうね
There we go.
グラブしましたね
Really difficult. Except it's not. Alright, so we got another sarcophagus. And we're clipping to this gate.
で今軸だけで壁を受けました
You also see me do a roll into the clip all of the time because if you do a roll and then you turn 90 degrees, you'll get like maximum movement speed for a bit. And I can use that to get very far into the door with the first use of whirlwind. Otherwise you would have to press it multiple, or yeah, it would be way harder. Usually in this method you would get through most doors with 2 energy, 3 if you're unlucky. And if you don't use that method, it will be like always at least 3.
でチェックポイント入ったんでチェックポイントですごくします
Here will be a bit of combat. I'm gonna stun this guy with using whirlwind.
ボス戦ですね
Charge up a combo and then so I attack 4 times normally and then do the 5th attack with a charge attack, and that attack is both very strong and it has like 3 strikes. It's good. Setting up a jump here. Yeah. Getting storage and then I'm gonna clip through here. Nice. Oh, nice. Hard music. Yeah, these trap sections are very interesting. They get super brutal later on. They're kind of manageable right now. So there's a sarcophagus on my left here. I'm gonna be grabbing that. I'm gonna check real quick if I have enough XP. Yeah. I have storage. I'm gonna drop and then rewind. Oh. That didn't work. I rewinded too early, so... I guess I can just reload checkpoint. If you have storage, the game will rewind until it finds a wall, and if it cannot find one, it will rewind forever. That's very annoying, actually. Did you really not grab it then? I'll just not do that version. Okay, well, I got rid of storage now anyway. Doesn't even save that much, it's a bit faster, but
はいすいません
doesn't want to work with me. Normally you would just have to go down here. Also, you would normally have to use like a charge attack a couple times to break the sarcophagus, but you just jump next to it, it will break as well.
はいすいません戻りましたうわ
So we got that. We're full.
待ってくださいね。
And then we get another
Aye.
power, which is stone armor. And stone armor lets you
おー
be a bit more tanky. You will not be staggered when enemies hit you, and you can also survive death flames, which is probably intended, right?
Yeah, it's pretty tanky.
Will be very useful for our skipping ways. Sadly, we cannot skip this puzzle though. But I've memorized how to solve it, so that's good.
Yeah, so all the active skills you get are kind of tied to different elements. So we already have wind and earth now. There's also ice and I think fire.
Fire.
But we
There's a
never really use it.
It's a fire trail, so
Yeah.
where you walk, there will be fire left behind, which is
エースオブプレッシャーは、5シリーズあります。3D は5シリーズですね。
yes, if you fully upgrade
プレ
it.
2以降ですよ。
The other power,
時の砂と、
the other power we use for
番外編のプリンスオブペルシャと、4種類ですかね。
we'll see later on.
携帯機のやつは、おすすめしないです。
Couple frames.
Oh no.
That was him. Ah, look at this puzzle. I have no idea. I actually have no idea how to solve it, so let's just skip it. There's a lot of death planes below me here. Let's see how I survive those. Oh, yeah. So the screen
3D がのが面白いと思ったんで、
and that was the death plane.
携帯機のやつは時戻せないんでね。
Nice. That one is one of the clips that's really slow to retry, so it's good that we got it first try. Need to not die here.
上走りで抜けてますね。
There's also a glitch, a ragdoll glitch. Sometimes if you get hit by traps, the prince will just not get up anymore. See if that happens.
はい、これ一番最初のところに戻ったと思います。ムービースキップしてゲームやってるんでわかんないです。
Power from Razia.
で、特殊能力で水をつかめるようになったんで、つかめます。
Very cool. Not cool in the way that it's ice, I think.
時を止めて水をつかめるようになりました。おっと、壁走りして掴むんじゃなかったここは。ああ、違うか。そうですね。ここで。
Yeah, luckily there will be quite a few conveniently placed water dispensers or leaks in the walls for us.
はい。で、はい。水を掴んでいってますね。
Both we and Malik each have one half of an amulet that would stop the undead army or something like that. That's why we want to reunite, but somehow it never really works out that way.
That could be the case.
Yes.
Haven't paid attention to the story in a while. Why didn't? Oh yeah, it's good. So here's the prison.
チェックポイントだったんでスキップですね。チェックポイントスキップして。
Sadly, I won't do them. because one of them is
Wow.
completely random, and the other one is.
下に無理やり落ちるね。そうそうそうそう。
But
本当は壁を走っていろいろするんですけど、下に普通に落ちて、で、壁を
wall run boosts.
抜けるような感じになってたはず。あ、はい。水掴みますね。
It's early, and then you can do another one here.
あ、違う。はい。
Let's get up here right away. And I need to get across to the other
無理やり
side there, but
クリアしています。お、死んじゃった。あ、戻った。
with the intended route. Well, this is not intended.
That was storage again.
Yeah, so that's how storage works when you just want to go down. You get storage by jumping against a fence, and then you just jump down somewhere close to a wall, and rewind, and then you will just grab onto it as if you were there the whole time. And I guess we have some time for some messages while I do this casually.
Awesome, thank you. In that case, before you do that, I want to ask you a question. Do you know how much this game cost when it came out?
そうです。
like full price,
こ
60.
の能力前提ですね。
Do you know what else $60 can get you?
No?
A goat. Yeah, I'm going to read exactly what is written here. This is straight from Save the Children. So here we go. Goats are the GOAT when it comes to providing help in developing areas. Goats provide nutrition for growing children, and the baby goats can be sold to provide essentials such as paying for school and medicine when needed. Yeah, that's a thing that you can donate towards. If you donate to Save the Children, $60 can help, help a lot of families and their children around the world. And I just thought it was funny that they have a goat reference in here. Yeah, so that's awesome. Thanks a lot for that. There's plenty of other ways to donate. You don't have to donate directly with the donate links below. You can also head on over to speedrunstore.com, which is the ESA merch store, and all of the profits from the merch sold will go straight to Save the Children. We'll have a few big donation drops with the profits from that during the marathon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, head on over to speedrunstore.com and have a look at all the amazing stuff we have there. All for a good cause.
で
Thank you.
特にね、解説することがほとんどないんですよね。
I'm gonna use storage again here to
普通に
90 degrees on that
普
wall.
通にというか、まあ、用意された道を進んでいくだけなんで、
So platforming here. But the freezing of water also has a duration to it. Luckily it's forever, so that's good.
あチェックポイント入ったんで、チェックポイントリセットですか
Then
ね。
I wanna skip, so I'm gonna reset checkpoint to get
で、多分今、
energy.
ゲージを回復して壁を抜けますね、これ。軸だけで。
Kind of weird here. I clipped in the corner, not it through the wall.
ミスったからリトライしてます。
Kind of messing up one of the easiest clips in the game, so that's good.
これは用意された道じゃないですよ。軸だけでスキップしていきますね、これ。あ、抜きました。抜きました。成功です。今は、こう上に仕掛けがあるのかな。
Come over in there instead to skip ahead a bit. I do have one energy remaining, I think, so I can use that
そうです。範囲攻撃的なやつですね。
right as well.
攻撃力は弱いですね。
I would otherwise kill the orange guy over there. He's a summoner. If you kill him, he will always give you an energy. Did a kick cancel there to maintain my momentum. And a ballroom boost to get up here. Skip the fight.
何をしてるんだっけ。
Some energy again.
はい。壁走りで。
Now we're coming up onto the bath section. It's also like a nice cameo, I think, for nostalgia to sense of time. But we're gonna skip most of it. We're gonna abuse the strong auto targeting, so you can see he would like to grab that pole over there. So I'm gonna let him, but not actually because there's a ledge in between where I actually want to go. If I do that, you do have to skip up
ゲー
here.
ジ回収かな。おっと
That's not it. It's very precise, so I'm using a setup that didn't work the first time. Nope. Him to rotate to the top.
ここは、用意された道じゃないですね。はい。
Change some
無
more.
理やり上がりました。
And skipped a lot of platforming. So that's cool. Now we're coming up onto a very interesting section of this game. It's super appealing to speedrunners and glitch hunters because there's a chase section and you go in circles on different
そし
levels
て、
multiple times. So it's very interesting for sequence breaks, and when I first started bitch hunting this game,
あ、このゲーム、日本人奏者いないんで、今したら1位です。
I think that's
お
already.
前がやりやって話なんだけど。
So with storage, you can get down here. I did.
あ、で、今これ多分特殊能力で、ロックガードっていうのがあるんですけど、それを使って
Over here,
空中浮遊してますね。
I have another death barrier because my storm armor is still active. Use the sections here to get quote unquote inbounds again. And now is another part
スチームにありますよ。
found. The
スピードランコ語の奏者は日本にいないですね。あ、今ちょっと
very nice.
変なことしました。
Skip another sequence there.
これ何やってるかは僕わかんないです。
Get up here, which is the end of the chase. That would take like a couple.
今ちょっとなんか壁抜けたかな。ここの壁用意されてないんですよね、多分。
No. What? Yes.
ロックガードっていうのは岩を拾ってガードして岩を投げれるみたいな感じの
And
能力だったと思います。10年前の記憶です。
that's the whole chase section skipped. And with that, we can go for some donations.
Excellent. Okay. Well, in that case, we have a couple here. We have a $60 donation from Leon Machar 129. Wow, I absolutely butchered that. Sorry. Who just says one goat, please. And then we have a $50 donation from Anna.
火を止めてその罠を解きますね。
Good morning, ESA. It's nice to get to see more Prince of Persia, and hopefully it'll be just.
ここ
back in his
スキップポイントがあるんですよ。
Good luck, epicdudeguy. Hope time treats you well. And both those donations went towards the Argic cursed Sonic costume. If you haven't seen it, Argic owns a really, really
その
terribly cursed Sonic onesie outfit.
謎の解く
He'll run if we meet that incentive. Do you know how many
ためのこの
money we need for that incentive?
仕掛けがありますよね。
$2,000, and we have $1,460.
Okay.
By my maths, that means we need exactly 9 more goats in order to meet
あ
that
っ
incentive.
て
So get your goat donations in, just 9 more, and we will get to see Argic's cursed Sonic costume come to life. Thank you all for the donations.
Yeah, thanks for the good luck as well. We have
Just,
entered the observatory at this point. It's also a thing that exists in the sense of time. Kind of copied that game. Yeah, there's a way to kind of skip it, but we missed trigger, so we can't go ahead, sadly.
謎のくるくるする装置にですね、無理やり飛び乗るっていうシーンが
Be activating a lot
を
of
見たんです。その
things set.
プレイヤーの動画で。
But I still would like
同社の動画で
to skip it at
そ
some
の
Ooh.
仕掛け中に無理やり飛び乗るっていうのを見たんですけど、成功するんですかね。
Because, you know, it's a lot of, yeah, pulling levers. Not that interesting. Just try to do it as quickly as possible. We've tried multiple things.
まだ
You can-
もうちょっとかな。
in a certain section, you can actually scale this, yeah,
は
the astrolabe thing, whatever it's called, the platforms, and then get pretty high up, but not quite to the end. And yeah, there's the part where you just flip and then skip everything, but then nothing loads afterwards. We do have one very teeny tiny skip, which also is funny. That's a good combination. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm at the end here,
もうちょっとかな。
but I'm not gonna go on it.
で
It's gonna go bye bye.
あ、で今これゲージ回復してます。
I thought it was to do. So here it is. Oh, too
Oh,
late.
no.
But it goes
あ、
around
ここっすね、ここっすね。
here.
ギミックが動作するんで、動作する間に 待てないんで、
I would have to do like platforming, and it involves
ま
freezing
待つより
at some
飛ん
point
だ方が早いっていう
because of the rotation, so it would be slower than
感じで、
going on
あ
to
これですね。飛びます。
the second time.
あ、乗りましたね。
This sort
ちゃ
of
んと乗れました。
kind of funny. Just chilling. Just relaxing. Yeah, it's enough. Enough of that. Also, the curtains are a classic Persia thing at this point, I would say. They did do a good job of pulling everything from the other games and combining it into this. And it makes for a nice speedrun as well. See, for
で
this,
ボスを倒しますね。
I cannot do the charge up on him because he has armor and it's... Okay, I'll just finish him off now. I missed one of the attacks. You have to do charge attacks to hit him. So I charged up, I just did 4 attacks on a random enemy and then wanted to do the 5 combo on the big guy. But one of the hits didn't hit. But not too bad. One of the trap sections that I really don't like. Because you have to get to the end of these ledges, and then he will always, the prince will always do the look ahead animation. Sometimes you just want to jump right away or something.
で、
And this will be the first boss fight
I've got to find Malik.
that we will skip. I
う
think
んスキップして、
a little skip here.
あ、はい。
So this is Ratash coming up. I'm not quite sure how it works story-wise again, but basically Malik
で、ボスと戦いますね。でもこれは無視できるっぽいんで、
consumed by
無
Ratash.
視するんだったかな。
Maybe because we don't.
あ、壁抜けましたね。壁抜けました。スイーッと。
It's also funny because the prince says like, "I won't leave you alive after that." But well, we did it anyway.
あでもあれはボスは中ボスなんで倒さなくても、本当は倒すんですけど、
And since he got consumed, I think from now on it's said that you actually have to kill your own brother pretty much to get his half of the amulet, which obviously adds a whole new dimension to the story.
Yeah, but it also makes sense because the brother was never mentioned in any of the other games. So
How convenient.
We'll find a way to save Malik.
で、新しい能力でダッシュっていう能力が手に入ったんで、空中でダッシュすることができます。
very useful.
今、アビリティ解放したんですと思いますけど。
The game will place all these very
これを対応していきますね。で、なんか、今更なんですけど、このプレイヤーさんの動画5年前だったんで、ちょっと早くなってる可能性があります。
and then will be one of my favorite skips.
記録動画が5年前でしたね。
I'm gonna get damage storage, which for some reason, if I get hit by a death play now, it will stagger the prince. And oh, I always
失敗した。今のはダッシュするんじゃなかったな。
it's not but you have to dash. But they put a death plane here, so you couldn't do this. But because of it, you can actually.
死んじゃった死んじゃったけど、
Gives me the additional, or the death plane combined with the damage storage gives me enough distance to jump into the checkpoint. And I die, but it doesn't matter. I just get the checkpoint and reload it. Which is a very cool skip. It doesn't skip that much. It's just an elevator that's kind of slow. But it looks so funny to me.
本当これ、仕掛けが、仕掛けが上がったり下がったりするのを待つはずなんですけど、それ無視して謎を解いてますね、多分。ゴール地点まで行こうとしてます。
Took us a while to figure out, oh, you just need to get damaged. Here's another combat section. Let's see how we do that. Gonna stun them. Kill one and then get some damage on the other. Just clean up the rest with some charge attacks. Nice. And this is, I believe,
本当は、
world record holder, according to
ま
most people.
ゲージ回復してますね。抜けます。抜けました。今抜けました。で、カメラが見えないんですけど、ここなんで抜けてるのかわかんないんですよね。
Another use of storage is
火を戻そうとしても戻れない。
your timer when you
戻った。
situation, and if you were able to fully rewind in
Oh.
this stuck animation, you would get unstuck.
バックした？
You cannot.
軸だけで抜けようとしてますね。
Just need to clip back inbounds.
抜けた。抜けた。よかったです。
So yeah, the storage, because the game thinks that I have, like, it just really badly wants to put me on a wall, so badly that it just won't reset the rewind timer, basically. Normally, if you get stuck, it would reset, and you would have to go back. Wait, do you just? No, you don't die. Do you? I think you just have to reset checkpoint or something. Yeah. Why, when storage glitch was found,
壁ジャンプですね。壁ジャンプを
broke open
駆使
and
して上がってますね。
a lot of new things were found.
ここは普通にプレイするのと一緒です。
And I see we have a donation, so we can go for that.
Excellent. In that case, I will let you know that we just received a $100 donation from
Very nice.
Floric60, who doesn't leave a comment, but they put it towards the all-important Ardrick's Cursed Sonic Costume incentive. So now we just need $440 more to be able to see that later today, question mark. Why do I always do this? I set myself up for a thing before I've checked it. It is later today. It's in like 5 runs time. Okay, that's a lot sooner than I thought. Get your donations in quick. I want to see the Sonic outfit. I love when he has to come down. He doesn't just do the run with it. He walks around the whole venue with it. So if you're on site and you're listening to me, you want to see this, also donate.
お
Okay, but yeah, thank you a lot for that $100 donation, Floyd.
抜けようとしてますか？抜けますかこれは。
$100 or as it's known now, 1 and 2/3.
Yes,
抜
yes.
けようとしてますけど。
What?
あ、
Where
リ
is
セットした。
the thing?
I have to warn him about my
That's
touch.
annoying. I wasn't able to get the maximum running speed for some reason. We'll just try that again.
お目抜けを諦めた？あ、じゃあまだか。ダッシュして、ここですね。ここで壁抜けを。
Where is it?
壁抜けを抜けました。でも失敗ですかね。能力ゲージがギリギリで、
It's a clip out of
So no.
bounds, and then there's
壁を抜けた後の処理が
stand on and
大変なんじゃないかなと
things will fall down after a bit.
思います。
I just need to jump diagonally to a spot where I get inbounds on the other side. Usually not that difficult, but a bit put off by it not working.
で、ゲージを回復して、で、壁抜けるのもなんか2時間前に知ったんですけどね。
Not far out enough.
抜けた。抜けたけど、戻って。これはゲージが足りないのでは？あ、はい。
I have to warn him about Rataj.
It's really not that difficult. I'm not sure what's happening.
ゲージを回復して、
Like the angle or something?
今ロックガードで岩を集めてますね、確か。あ、抜けた。
There we go.
Maybe.
Well, that was interesting. But we got it. Stuff isn't loaded.
チェックポイント入ったからリセットしますね。
Here.
Before. I hope we can hold out against that thing.
え？青い石像を殴るとゲージが回復されます。
Where did he go?
Here's a really cheeky skip. So the camera will try to avoid the right section here because you can just jump ahead. Really nice that, I don't know, it just works out really well for speedruns. 'Cause
Okay.
nobody would ever know that casually, but yeah,
Right.
it's some extra speed when you do know about it.
うん。
And just
Ah.
drop down here without the curtain.
と、壁ジャンプですね。
Ah, that was pretty close. And these trap sections are like kind of impossible, but you know what you're doing, which I don't
これ
actually.
が
Then you can just pretty much figure out setups. Let's see if this works, because this doesn't really want to work on my laptop for some reason. Oh, but here's it works. Nice.
出ましたね。本当はああいう工程じゃないです。
My laptop, I have to like rewind multiple times for it to work. Here it just worked right away. That's actually a very important
Yeah.
setup for another skip here. So there would be a fight normally here, and this pole wouldn't exist if we didn't do the skip. But with the pole, we can jump on it for a bit and then jump ahead. So skipping stuff means skipping even more stuff. Climb up here so I don't get that grab animation every single pole.
今は普通に
So a way to, I think,
進んでるだけなんですけど。
shorten this animation by doing some very precise freeze timing, but not gonna be bothered with that.
火を止め
Here,
て
skip probably
壁走りして
by accident. I don't think this is intended. Oh, well, that's not intended by me. Yeah, you can just reach this one from there and then go straight up. So we've seen conveniently placed enemies on the ground. But what if I told you they're also in the
おっ
air?
と。でなんかこれはなんか
Very
と
interesting.
鳥を掴んで飛べるらしいんですけど、
Eddie knows a lot about, I think.
こんなシーンあったっけと思いながら思い出してるんですけど、
Casual play, or how it's intended is that you can only be launched
あったと思います。まあ10年前なんで、
pretty much. But
10年前にやったんでわかんないです。
via shenanigans, basically
でここは普通に敵を倒していきますね。
that we get launched, which obviously
ゲージ回復も兼ねてです。
options depending on where
で
the
アビリティ回復しますね。
which yeah allows us to
アイスブラストと、なんだっけ。
and now the correct explanation.
Yeah, that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, this is the ice skill, the combat skill that we want to get.
アイスブラストは確か、
Just sense this extra
今、青いレーザーが出てるんですけど、その敵に
does extra damage and it becomes really
こう
strong
い
as well.
攻撃できるっていう感じなんですけど。
I hear the birds and then almost missed that one.
Here.
So if I okay,
来ました。
my bad. So you can yeah jump in any direction from the bird, but you do have to hold the right direction
いけた。本当はこういうルートじゃないです。
because of it.
あ、壁抜きした。
We have a lot of like naming conventions in Prince of Persia speedrunning. Because we have a glitch in the other games of jump. Called 360 ledge. Or 360 beam actually. Which also allows you to jump in any direction. Okay. And here will be the second boss fight that we also skip. Get storage. Going to
確かどっか行くんですよ。死んじゃう。あ、掴んだ。
and you can just jump straight to the bridge.
で
This saves like 3 minutes or something. Definitely the biggest skip in this game,
Yeah.
I think. And it was also the very first, or the first very obvious skip we wanted to do when we found storage. Here I set myself up so I can do this section without being bothered by the traps. Because I don't like traps.
飛び走りできるようになりてー。あ、ボススキップした。
You have to
そうなんですかね。
align it properly.
I'm starting to think the Jinn didn't want visitors.
で確か。
I need to kill these scarabs so I can do the puzzle here. This one's the easy one.
何分のスキッ
Harder every puzzle. Luckily, we have some mathematicians in this Persia speedrunning, which have solved the optimal pathing.
プ。ずっと置いてます。
Like, I think the puzzle solution has improved multiple times. It's kind of funny. So I hope we have the correct, like the most optimal version now. I do think so.
Even more optimal.
This one ends up being 7 rotation. And I forgot to get storage. So with storage I can just jump straight forward.
おあ、オッケーオッケー。
Oh, now I
時が戻せるので生きていますね。
listen to
おっとおっとおっと抜けていく。こんなの知らなかった。
So what I did there was go to the left and then jump off
ジ
the
ャン
edge
プして。
to reach the curtain.
Well, this isn't so difficult.
And it's not that difficult.
Allegedly.
え
Just reset there so I know what trap cycle I have. Doing these traps on intuition can be a bit of a challenge.
お、引っかかった。
To see
あ
I'll die, yeah. Spikes are pretty brutal because they stun you.
死んじゃうよ。死んじゃうけどどうするの
There we go.
かな。
Another power obtained. That's not really a power, it's just like a way to do platforming. This one's pretty interesting. It's called Memory, I think. So the ruins are like, they don't exist anymore, but I put them back as they were with the press of a button. Which is very creative.
です。
Can be annoying sometimes because yeah, it's kind of goes automatically which one you do when there's multiple.
ここは確かゲージ回復のために倒してますね。確か。
How do you kill shield enemies? Hello?
で、もう覚えてないですね。ここからは。はい、突戦ですね。
Just mowing down some more enemies. They all approached me, which is nice.
で、
Sometimes one of them was like really far away.
ムービースキップして、チェックポイントロードして、
Oh, look at this whole section that we have to do. What if we just go somewhere else?
ゲージを回復してます。
Let's do a rewind boost there, then some more runs, and hopefully it will target this platform. Hit cancel here. Well, that didn't work out. And then we can do some messages while I go through these traps here.
一応押して、
Awesome. Sure do love traps. Okay. In that case, I would like to take a minute to tell you about our wonderful prizes we have this event. If you haven't heard of prizes.esamarathon.com, whenever you donate, you can get into the running for a bunch of really, really cool stuff. We have a bunch of really, really cool little knickknacks and things you can get for $15 or more. It's all cumulative donations. You don't need to do it in one go. So if you want to put into the $50 tier, you can do 225 donations and stuff. Speaking of
ムービースキップですね。
you know that we have 2 Nintendo Switches that we're
で、
giving away to lucky donors, as well as
壁を抜けるか？
we have free
壁を抜けようとしてる？
Pros that are being given. You can upscale your old
ん？
classic retro
どうなってんだ？
displays. And for the $75,
おっと、時を戻して。
we have 2 Steam Decks. 2 of them. I don't know how we have 1, let alone 2, but not
どうするんだ？
Steam Deck.
お、抜けた！抜けた、抜けた！
And prize for $100.
おっと、空中を歩いている！
2 full-on big old disc-based PlayStation 5s, which is one for NA residents.
ピンスキップで、確か、
Spreading the love a bit.
今は多分、チャプタースキップしましたね。
Get up to those amazing tiers, you can maybe win some incredible prizes. So yeah, thanks a lot. Head on over to prizes.esamarathon.com. There's a lot more I haven't mentioned. Just go have a look.
So yeah, during that I did another
で、
skip with storage. I was able to get on top of a ceiling of where you're normally supposed to go, and you can't really walk there. So you get the stuck state again.
抜けようとしてますか？壁を抜けようとしてますか？抜けた！抜けてく！
And with that, with storage and then fully rewinding, I was able to walk.
これも、壁を抜けていく！
So I got back in bounds. Here, these doors are pretty weird, so they're double layered. So I only have to clip through one layer, and then the other layer I can do by tricking the game into thinking that I'm on the other side.
時間を止めるのは、このゲームの
This is the OP auto targeting.
ノーマルなんで、
Now we're coming up on a reservoir. As a skip, I'm slightly scared of. It's a very difficult skip.
このゲームができることなんで。今のちょっと難しいんですよ。
Not the skip. But it was a skip.
ページを回復してますね、今。あ、回復しました。
Right, so there are these holes here and a wall to my right, and then some collision up top. Let's see if we can use that.
お、 おー、こういうルートじゃないですよ。本当は、
Okay.
で、確かこっから壁走りするんですけど。おっと、
Oh.
そうそう、あれと、でも、本当はこういうルートじゃないですよ。
Like I won't be able to reach from here.
本当はジャンプしてダッシュしたら、いけるんじゃないっけ？
Okay.
違うのかな？あそこに行きたいんだったら、ジャンプしてダッシュ行ったらいけるはずなんだけど。
Why did that not reach? Okay, I'm not sure why he went so far the first time. Usually he'll touch the ground earlier.
抜けれないのかな？そう思うんですけど、ここは壁ジャンプして抜けるところじゃないです。壁を往復してジャンプして抜けるところじゃないんですけど、お、次だ。
Now I'm not even in.
リセットかな？
Have to jump right away, which
これ
is
は
weird.
ゲージが足りないからリセットかな？ダッシュしたら抜けれると思うんだけど、なんでしないのかはわかんないです。 RT してないから。あ、行きましたね、行きましたね。本当は、ダッシュしたらいけるんじゃないかな、違うんかな。
between PCs. Yeah, when I did it on
敵がいるのかな、ダッシュするのに。
went way earlier, so I can just
もう忘れたんですよ。ゲームやってないから。
really aim. But we managed, so that's good.
もうなんか、壁走りした方が早いんじゃないかなっていう思いはあるんですけど。
Bit early on the jump there.
あ、ミスった。
Oh yeah, that was storage.
お、リセットしてましたね。
Really want storage.
どうするんだ。ダッシュ使わないのはゲージ温存かな。いやでもゲージ温存にしてもな。で、で、おっとミスった。
I'll lose storage. Oh no, I still have it.
ゲージを回復しましたね。お、行きましたね、行きましたね。
That was a bit messy, but so with storage I can just drop here now.
え、
And then skip a lot of going down there. Which I guess doesn't save that much. But it's cool.
雑魚敵を倒していきますかね。ゲージも回復するんで。
I don't think I hit him once.
うわ、確かこれ倒したら、ギミックが解放されるのかなだったと思います。あ、ボスを倒してます。
No charge on it.
出ましたね。え、
Last one? Yes.
チェックポイントで、チェックポイントスキップですね。
Gonna abuse the dash here to just go up. Actually meant to get an additional energy, but I forgot. Yes, activate the wall I'm not next to, I think. Wait. What? Okay, I'll try to 3.
お、ここも壁を抜けていく
Yes. Yeah. Okay then. In that case,
しましたね、今。
we
新スキップですね。
$5 donation from
チャプタースキップして。
who says, hello from the French restream. Bonjour. Congrats on being the world record holder for this game. You deserved it. Don't forget to get your breakfast after this run, so finish it quick. Yes, hotel breakfast is awaiting us. Then we have a $10 donation from Fan Melee, who says, greetings from Holland. Thank you, thank you.
次のシーンですかね。
And then we have the final one, the big $100 from Pyromancer Jack, who says, I haven't seen the cursed Sonic costume, but I very much would like to. Great content and great cause. And they indeed put their donation towards the Sonic costume. We are now only $340 away from seeing that later today. There's about 5 runs time, so yeah, keep them coming, keep donating, and we'll get to see the hilarious, the fantastic cursed Sonic costumes. Yeah, thank you a lot for your donations, and yes, thank Pyromancer Jack for $100.
So I did some checkpoint abuse. They put, I think, fail saves in here for some reason. We can abuse them to not do any of the fights. The doors just open for us magically. And here is a bird, and birds mean
What? Not that.
hello.
あっと、ミスった。
Can you?
お、はい、ダッシュで。
I guess we'll just proceed.
ん
I meant to do a 360 bird, but I got a thing the other day where if I reloaded the checkpoint, it kind of broke. So
ゲージ回復ですかね。
I'm going to
で、
skip the enemies.
もうここも壁を抜けて抜けれない。抜けれない。あ、抜けた
I guess I still skipped them. Not in the way I meant. Yes, platforming.
ん
Kind of coming up on the end game, I would say. A lot of fighting that we're skipping. A lot of conveniently placed birds. Wonder what my time is at. Oh, that's interesting. And, my estimate was pretty tight, and pretty sure we won't make it. Sorry for that. Oops.
お今はまあ普通に進んでますね。
As planned.
で、多分、ゲージを回復しないとダメなのかな。
The tower marks the border of my kingdom. We are in your palace now.
See, avoid these traps.
Of course.
It is in my power. I will make sure you return home.
Thank you.
お
Good enough. Ah,
こうあ、ボス戦ですかね。
enemies up there, which I can just dash to.
でも、
And get one additional energy by killing
こ
him.
こも壁を抜けていっ
Nice.
ボススキップですね。
Yeah, the clips have been pretty on point.
え
Yeah, except for that one, which is like really easy. That has been nice indeed.
Yeah.
There's a shortcut here.
来ました。無事通れましたね。
Down here. And landing on this slightly higher pile of sand.
スイッチを触って、で、ギミックを解いて、ですね。はい、来ましたね。で、
And
新スキップで
to get
タイミング調整ですかね。
skip a very big door.
Oh.
Yes.
あれ、つかめなかったかな。つかめるはず。お、はいはい。着地して。
That's the door. So first I'll clip out of bounds to load the
こ
next
こも壁を抜けて壁、あ、 リセットした。リセットしましたね。
Usually
What
it
did they-
takes one.
ゲージがなくなったんかな。もう壁を抜けたー。
Loads stuff.
お、でもなんか巻き戻した。なんで巻き戻したの？
The door.
あ、範囲外に入った。
Halfway and then more onto the other
あ、
side.
はいはいはいはいはい。あの、次の壁じゃなくて、
Fight
その
the platform
床の下に抜けちゃいましたね。
in that room. Which didn't.
床の下に抜けたんで巻き戻して、
We weren't gonna do it anyway.
戻してもう一回壁抜けしたんですかね。
Okay, nice. These traps can sometimes spawn in a random order. If you're unlucky, makes it impossible.
はい。
I think this is the
あ、ファイナルクライムなんで、
Platforming using the
最後の登る場所っぽいですけど、
in this section.
You will make this easier on yourself if you two got him as
Yeah,
a
so
Ah,
far it was
hi.
pretty
柱を上がっていくより、
water, but now you can
ジャンプして、
unfreeze it.
壁走りで、
Pass through.
壁蹴って、壁蹴りジャンプして
Makes it look
歩いた方が早いんですよ。
Yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
お、もう失敗した。
unlike
はい。で、時を止めてジャンプして、でジャンプして、
Set up a small skip here by going to the edge, jump to the third wall straight away. And that also puts me a bit lower, so I'm on the correct height for this. Oh, I'm too low for that wall, apparently. Usually you would be too high and you get the extra animation. But now I just didn't reach for some reason. Come on.
あ、ここもちょっと難しいんですよ。
Okay, the
その、時を止めながら、水を抜けていかないといけないんで、タイミングが、
It's a really annoying section because you get direction locked a lot of the time. We'll be walking to the left.
新スキップしたかな。またスキップしたかな。
You're expecting a 360 bird
Yeah.
pretty soon. I'm gonna reset here. I'm low on energy. Let's use a 360 there. Skip one rotation.
お、
I want to force sound.
今多分ゲージを回復してます。
So that's this.
で、
Final section. So Ratash has like
ファイナルセクションということで、
over and he's in his
ラスボスが近いんだと思いますけど、
and he's brewing up a storm. There's also one of the cutscenes I can't skip because it is so epic.
これがラスボスですね。
now like loading,
酔うので注意してくださ
which probably makes sense, right?
I've never seen
Come on, that was not the direction.
I have.
Well, I'll have to do one of those fights without ice.
い。この移動ちょっと難しいんですよ。
More.
を、まあ、倒していきます。今、アビリティ解放しますね。
I didn't upgrade this. Get this.
アイスブラストと、ワンダーランドと、エナジーショット。え？ボスにしかついてるのかな？
I do wonder if there's like a 360 bird here. It would be pretty hard to figure out, I think.
おっと？
It's the last section. Then we'll be on to the final boss.
次がボスかな？
what happened.
The
I'm gonna be
army is
performing
Yeah.
a.
来ましたね。
the powers I gave you.
So he has 4 phases.
今、エナジーショットしてますね。
Do you
Attack.
see the seal on his
You can
chest?
go straight
That's where you must
into
aim.
his
Couldn't you
third
pick
phase.
あれ、今ためを
without triggering
しながら敵に対応してたと思うんですけ
charge
ど。
up a combo. And I can use stone armor to not get broken out of the combo. There you go. So you can see in the bottom he's
タッ
passed.
ク・ザ・メダリオン、
passed.
ユーソード。
So that's good. And now I just have to stall until I can attack again. And I keep enemies alive because he would re-summon enemies anyway if I don't. So I'll rather have like one enemy instead of 20. Not sure if it matters for the time. So yeah, this is kind of silly. I'm just walking around. He's gonna do he's gonna do this again. After which will be attackable soon. Then I'm gonna do the 4th combo charge, and then afterwards the 5th combo charge. Do the enemy over here. Attack 3 times and then hold. And fine.
ね、切りましたか今。あ、切ってますね。
And time.
倒したかな？倒しましたね。ゲームエンドですね。
We did it.
Somehow.
So sadly, I killed all the enemies. If you don't kill,
お疲れ様でし
the
た。
cutscene, and then they can actually.
GG です。
So here, yeah, we restored the bad stuff, and now there's Malik, and not sure if he's gonna.
Yeah.
僕、
Not sure if he's gonna be
解説
But yeah,
に入ったけど、そんなに
thank you a lot.
解説できるとこなかったんですけど、
Enjoyed doing it. We had a bit of
ああ、もういえいえ、十分、もう十分すぎるぐらいの
too much over us.
解説でした。
So yeah.
このまましばらく流すのかな。
そうみたいですね。エンディングがちょっと入るんで、
じゃあちょっと早いですけど、もし何か宣伝等あれば、今この時間で。
あと、今、このゲームは1320円で Steam で売ってます。あと、まあ、中盤で言ったんですけど、ソーシャルいないんで、はい、走ったら1位です。日本で1位です。あとはまあ、配信するかしないかわかんないですけど、Twitch でフォローお願いします。901N で
Yeah, thank you, epicdudeguy. That was a good
探してフォローしていただければありがたいです。ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
We
と
have Duke Nukem
いう
Manhattan
ことで、もうちょっと流すのかな。もうちょっと流してますね。
Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
あ、切り替わりましたね。はい、それでは、ここまではプリンス・オブ・ペルシャ忘却の砂でした。それでは、解説のクレインさんありがとうございました。それでは次のゲームの準備をしてまいりますので、そのまましばらくお待ちください。
What's your favorite speed meme?
I honestly don't remember where it started, and on the restream we constantly bring that up. And I remember that being brought up on like marathons and such. It would be breaking kneecaps or going over estimate. So essentially, you go over estimate, rip kneecaps. Funny. I don't know. It's the only thing that springs up to my mind.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you hate RNG?
4. Not much. I think RNG is generally what makes speedrunning a bit more interesting. If the game is just your pure skill, then it kind of throws me off, probably because I'm bad. If there is no RNG, it's just you repeating the same thing, it eventually becomes boring. If there is certain degree of RNG, then, you know, you're kind of playing and then you're like throwing dice. There is a bit of a gamble rush there, I don't know. And then if there is too much RNG, it just becomes, what am I even doing here? Oh, I got lucky, I got an UPB, cool. I might never even beat it, to be honest. I think if there is no RNG, it just becomes boring fairly quickly.
What's your biggest weakness when it comes to speedrunning?
I don't know, I guess my biggest weakness would be never being satisfied with the outcome. When you play a lot, the run becomes, optimized, but then every single tiny mistake, you start hating on it, and then eventually you get a time which is far below what you were going for, but you're not satisfied, and then you push yourself into the torture circle where you still play the game even though you wanted to stop after a certain time, because there is that one place that went so horribly in your personal best that you want to get a run where it isn't, and then you get another run where something different goes terribly wrong, and then you just kind of stuck in this circle, and as a result I burn out on the game doing this, and then I can't play it for like another half a year. That's probably the worst there is.
Enjoy the rest of ESA.